Hello and thank you for joining me for your daily reading. So today we're taking a look at doing a shadow work read. Now obviously if you're not currently focused on doing some shadow work, which is inner work, okay, then this is not going to be your reading, okay. These reads, they do tend to be sort of like no holds barred. You might get a little bit triggered by this reading because it is that dark inner work, okay. It's having to look at all of the pieces of ourselves that we don't necessarily want to even acknowledge exist in the first place, and sort of try and make improvements on ourselves that way, okay. So if none of that interests you, then it's not your read, not a problem, okay. Right, I just always have to give that little caveat before we start pulling your cards, okay. Just again because of the type of reading that it is, you might hear some things that might be a little bit unpleasant, and you know what, that's fine. So you can always take a closer look at those unpleasant bits, right? And here's the thing as well, you will often discover that in your shadow aspects, that's where a lot of your skills and your talents and hidden abilities are as well, okay. Right, so first card out, what you're needing to accept. 5 of Wands. You're needing to accept that not everybody is going to take on your point of view, okay? You need to accept that there are going to be people around you who have a difference of opinion, who do things differently, and who are just different, okay? This is a type of energy that can cause a lot of frictions, okay? If it is utilized incorrectly. So obviously differences of opinion can open up the doorways to a lot of growth and to doing things in new ways and in better ways. With this energy, it feels like there's a lot of resistance, okay? So are you being resistant, or are others being resistant? Again, I'll leave that for you to be the judge, okay? Your 5 of Wands is trials of strength, okay? It's being tested. So at this point in time, you could feel that you're being tested because of all of these different opinions that are going on, okay. There could be a lot of people basically arguing with you or just arguing around you, and I'm right, no, I'm right, and it's like no one's really giving permission here for both things to be correct at the same time. Like, it's very sort of black and white thinking I feel that's coming through, okay. So yeah, accepting that you've got a different opinion from others, and others are going to have a different opinion to yourself, okay. Where should we put that one? Put that at the top, okay. Right, so what is it that our collective is needing to forgive, please? Now, again, the word forgiveness. I think by now you all pretty much know my viewpoint on forgiveness, okay? I always say forgive yourself for not knowing better at the time, okay? Making room is the preferred way of putting it for me, but that's just me. 6 of Wands, okay, so what is it that you're needing to forgive? 6 of Wands. That's an interesting one because it's literally the Lord of Victory. It's joy, it's success, it's getting the attention, the accolades, the promotions. I mean, this could well be someone else is getting some kind of victory here. Someone else could have gotten a victory over you, and that could have triggered some kind of dark feelings within yourself, and spirit saying, but you can be successful too. It's going to be your turn soon too. So this is all about celebrating other people's victories and success. Fill in the knowledge that you also will get yours as well, okay. Again, I'm putting it in that context because of the position that this card has come out in. Here's the thing as well, if you don't resonate with that message, maybe this next one is going to be for you. This could be someone else begrudging your success, your victory, your whatever this is that you've recently obtained or achieved, okay? That could have triggered feelings of darkness and jealousy within another person, and maybe Spirit's saying, give them a little bit of leeway, you know, maybe offer them a little bit of this good old forgiveness shizzles, okay? Because they're so closed off that they don't actually realize that they're jealous. That could be a thing as well, okay? So again, keep an open mind with these reads, all right? I did say that they can get a little bit triggering. At one point, okay, that's getting really specific. They're saying at one point, you were that way too. Okay, if you can cast your thoughts and your memory back to times where you felt a little bit bitter towards other people because you watched them being successful in life while you were struggling. So with that memory of at one point you were that person who is currently jealous of you, yeah, it really... it changes your whole perspective on everything then, doesn't it? It's like when you can identify when someone's crappy behaviours and you can cast your own mind back and you'd be like, shit, I used to be that way as well. So I can kind of see where that person's coming from. I can see that person's coming from a place of hurt because at the moment they're not doing so well. Do you know what I mean? So when you take on that perspective, it's like, fuck, yeah. Everyone's experiences are not really that much different from each other. Not really. Okay, what is it that you're needing to release? What is our collective needing to release, please? The Queen of Swords. Okay. Again, it's going to be a bit of a hard hitter. Don't be too quick to judge. Don't be too quick to... I'm hearing cut people off. Wow, I think that's going to be one for me there. Don't be too quick to come down too harshly on others. It's like releasing this feeling that you have to keep your emotions all tucked away, okay? Because the Queen of Swords energy, it's someone who is very direct, very much to the point, but can cast heavy-handed judgments as well, okay? So that's needing to be released. I'm also getting the message, see with all they wolves, it's like, again, this bit's not going to resonate for everyone, but it's like, at some point you were thrown to the wolves, and quite clearly, it is that cliche, quite clearly you came back leading the whole damn pack, okay? I feel resentments. Whoever it was that did throw you to the wolves, it's time to release resentments that you have towards that individual. Okay. It also feels, I'm just looking at the wolves now, they're all howling. So it's like, they howl as their way of communicating with each other. So there's something about your communication here. It could be a misunderstanding. It's like others misunderstand you and they judge you as being maybe quite abrupt when you don't actually mean to be abrupt. That's just the way that you can come across sometimes. It's an interesting one. I'm going to have to clarify that one. And clarify this Queen of Swords for what it is that our collective is needing to release at this time, please. You definitely need to have crystal clear boundaries here with someone, I feel. Why the Queen of Swords? What our collective needs to release, please. Thank you. Okay. Two of Wands reversed. There needs to be a moment where you think about something here. Okay. What's under there? The Nine of Coins. An accomplishment. Independence. Self-made. You need to release you being bothered by what other people are saying about you. Is what you're needing to release. They're saying with this energy, Queen of Swords, Two of Wands reversed, and the Nine of Coins, that you're going to have to just let other people formulate their own opinions of you, even when they're wrong, even when they're saying the harshest, most disgusting things about you. You're going to have to let them carry on. Okay? They're saying that you don't have to defend yourself against harsh, critical judgments of others. They're saying that a power move, because you've got a power move here with the Nine of Coins, right? They're saying that's going to be the ultimate power move, is when you just let people just think, say, believe, whatever about you. Okay? That's why the wolves are howling. Now, obviously, that women can't speak directly to these wolves. They speak a different language to each other. They can't understand each other. Well, they kind of can, but you know what I mean. It's like verbally, they can't understand each other. So, yeah, you're going to have to just let other people carry on and believe and say whatever about you. Okay? Someone has at one point thrown you to the wolves, though. There's no doubt about it. That's like a smear campaign. There's been a smear campaign that's been done about you at some point. Okay? And Spirit's saying you're going to have to release the belief that you can change those people's minds about you against what was said about you. Okay? That's what you're needing to release. That's the ultimate power play that you can do. I'm glad I clarified that one now. That makes a lot more sense. Right, what can you learn? What can you learn? What can our collective learn, please, through this process? What can our collective learn through this process, please? What can our collective learn? Thank you. Ace of Coins and the Four of Coins. To be more subtle in your approach. And interestingly enough, the Ace to the Four equates to the Five of Coins. It's their loss, for one. You have to learn that it is their loss. It is not your loss, it is their loss. You got something new that's coming in, and Spirit's telling you, keep your cards close to your chest. Okay, don't let people know your next move. Right. You're moving on to something quite significant here with this Ace, and they're saying for you to be frugal with the Four of Coins. Okay, you're learning to be frugal, and I feel that that's more to do with, rather than finance. Yes, it can be finances. You could be learning how to be more frugal right now. The vast majority of us are, but this is more to do with being frugal with knowledge, information, communication. Knowledge is power. Okay, you're learning to be more frugal with who knows what about you. Okay. Now, that's not something that makes you feel comfortable. You're not happy doing that because it makes you feel like you're being sly and sneaky and sneaky. But again, this is a shadow work read. Sometimes in life there are instances where you have to keep your fucking mouth shut. Now you tell me that's not shadow work. It is shadow work. There are times in life where you're not going to be able to tell everyone everything about what you're doing. And you are going to feel bad about it. Well, you know what? Get comfortable with feeling bad about it, because Spirit's telling you loud and clear. Be frugal with your information. Alright, you've got a big opportunity here that's coming for you right around the corner. If you start gobbing off about that to everybody, you can bet your ass someone will sabotage whatever that opportunity is for you. Remember, the ace to the 4 equates to the 5 of coins. 5 of coins is lack mentality. It's going without. It's being kicked out to the curb. Okay, out in the cold, whatever. Right? That is very crystal clear direction. Like, Spirit could not have been any clearer than that if they had tried. Okay? So you're learning when to keep stum and when you can make certain announcements. You only ever make certain announcements after you have made your move. Only to the point where there is nothing that anyone else can do about it. Okay? So for example, let's just say you're buying a house, right? You tell no one until those contracts are signed. Only and only when the contracts are signed do you tell people, oh yeah, I bought a house. But if you tell people before that, oh, they will sabotage your ass. You best believe it. Yes, they will. Okay, for example. So you're learning to be frugal with your information. Very, very smart. Okay. So what is next for you on your journey? What is next for our collective? Right, it's definitely that one. What is next? Thank you. More coins. More coins energy. The 10 of Wands to a Knight of Coins. What is next for you on your journey? A lot more responsibility. Okay, with this 10 of Wands, Knight of Coins. You might well find yourself in a position of responsibilities such as a supervisor, the boss, a manager. You could be getting like a CEO position. Some kind of position that sees you taking on a lot of responsibilities, but also managing it as well. Okay. In this 10 of Wands, this one actually has a purpose. Okay. So it's like you're not struggling so that someone else can benefit from your struggle. It's like you're struggling because you're working hard, you're knuckling under, you're taking your responsibilities seriously. I mean, you can see there, it's like he's literally just finished cutting his wood and now he's carting his wood off over to there where there's like a van or something waiting for him. Yeah, it's one of those old-fashioned car with a trailer on, and obviously he's going to sell his cut wood, right? So you've got a process. You're going through a process here, and that's going to require a lot of hard work on your part. But then the results that you see that come in, now the exact specifics of that, what that is, I haven't a clue. Okay, I'm not a psychic. That being said, the results that you receive through this hard work and dedication here, those results are going to last you for many, 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 many years. Okay, so you could be working on a secret investment here. Right? That's how this energy feels to me. So what's next for you? Be prepared for more work. That could be more clients. That could be longer shifts. Do you know what I mean? But the results that you see are very, very real, very, very tangible, and very, very stable. Okay. So you're seeing growth that happens over a period of time rather than a sudden boom of growth. Okay. So that's what's next for you. Interesting. What is a message from our collective spirit guides or higher selves or from the universe? Thank you. It's random. The Tower, yeah. It's a message from the universe, a Tower. Foundational shift, a shock, an epiphany. Potentially disaster, yes, but I don't feel disaster for you. I feel that someone has made it their life mission to ensure that you are not successful, and this is the person who at one point did throw you to the wolves. They've made it their life ambition to try and destroy you, basically. And what we see playing out in this energy is them being unsuccessful. Okay, I do feel that there's a backfiring energy that's going on with this particular tower. Now, this could also be telling me that you're the one that's instigating these foundational shifts. You're the one that's instigating these particular changes that is going to potentially bring the tower energy to someone else. So you're going against what their assumptions are of you. Do you know what I mean? So say, for example, again, let's just pull another crazy example out of the sky. Say, for example, you struggled with addictions your whole life, right? And this could be a member of your family who has now got it in for you. They're calling you a druggie, this, that, and the next, or whatever, or an alkie, yada, yada, yada. And they see that you're trying to get yourself back on track, you're trying to get your life back together or create yourself a new life. And they see that actually you're doing really, really quite well. You know, you're surpassing not just their expectations, but the expectations that you had set for yourself. You know, you're surpassing all of these expectations and you're doing bloody amazing, you know, to the point now where you're like, yeah, I'm about to buy a house, I'm doing this, that, and the next. Gonna go on a holiday with the family, whatever. And then this family member's like kind of grinding their teeth like, you should have failed. Do you know what I mean? It's like they're not rooting for you when they should be. So it's got that energy to it, and the fact that I do suspect that you're bringing this tower to someone else. I genuinely do. Yeah. It speaks volumes, right? The Eight of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Fast movement, okay? Fast progress. In this deck, it's a journey, an adventure. It's flying high above everything else. You're surpassing your own expectations. So, I mean, honestly, to clarify that energy with, it says so much without saying anything, you know. They're just bits of paper, but they still speak loud and clear. And then you've got the High Priestess underneath that one. Spiritual energies, behind the veil energies. Your silence is going to speak volumes, okay? I feel for your shadow work this week, guys. This individual, some individual who has got it out for you, is going to try and trigger some kind of response from you, and the fact that you're not giving them any kind of response speaks volumes. Okay. Can you have a healing message for our collective, please? Healing message for our collective. Thank you. Let go. Right. So this one says, just like the running water, everything keeps constantly changing. You've been holding on to a burden that's been slowing you down. Sometimes we know what that is, and other times we need to examine our own needs and behaviors. Often holding on comes from a need to control our life and surroundings. It gives us comfort that we can direct the circumstances and avoid a painful path. But if we let go of the illusion of control, we can find peace and enjoy the ride. Being vulnerable offers an opportunity for connection and closure. This little crab has to learn to let things go. The flower in front of him is a delicate gift from nature to bring joy. Use this card when you need to let go. The burden is too heavy and your tiny claws are clutching with tremendous effort. Take a breath. On inhale, form fists with your hands and hold them as tight as you can. And then on the exhale, open your hands, release the negative energy and feel the powerful relief. And then your positive affirmation to say while you're doing this exercise is, I release this energy. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it's a heavy one, isn't it? It really is a heavy one. I am going to struggle to divulge further into that particular message because, to be honest with you, I'm going to struggle to put it in a better way than that deck managed to. Okay, I'm just not going to be able to do it, and there's no point in repeating myself anyway. You guys are not stupid. You heard what that message was about perfectly well. What else? Okay, so top one. The moment that you start acting like life is a blessing, then it starts feeling like one. Yeah. So you're going to have to release whoever that person is. Release their expectations of you. Okay? And unfortunately, you are going to have to leave them to their own bitterness and their own envy. Okay. Get grateful, get grateful, get grateful. If you're looking for answers, the easiest fix to any problem is to start with gratitude. Look around and name something that is awesome. How about you go grab a mirror, look in the mirror, see yourself and recognize that you're awesome. Yeah? Do you have a truly amazing cat? Fuck yeah. What's awesome about that cat? Aren't you glad it's alive? Or do you hate cats and don't have one? Isn't it amazing that you don't have to live with one of those furry little creeps? Okay, now keep going. So that's like seeing the positive. Okay, seeing the positive sides, finding that silver lining. Every cloud, right? It's that, basically. But yeah, that is what I have for you guys today. Thank you so very much for joining me. I just genuinely hope that that reading has been helpful to someone. If you feel that you could benefit from a personal reading, then I am taking bookings on my website, which is phoenixkeiatarot.com. The link for that is in my description box below. Don't forget to go check out the other dailies or your zodiac sign readings as well. And yeah, thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.